Oh. Hello. Hello, hello. I have just seen Chelsea versus Blackburn. We have Blackburn in the next round. What a draw. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh. It's Potch o'clock. Come on. Oh. Let's fucking go, baby. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious me. I can relax. Not because it's Blackburn, but I can relax because we've won a game. We can just chill, go through these player ratings. Welcome, welcome. Please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Jesus Christ. Chelsea versus Blackburn. That is the draw. And that is what you love to see. Goodness gracious me. I'm just pouring my last pint of the day. Join me in celebration. Shameless. I am shameless right now. We have beaten Brighton. Oh my goodness gracious me. Didn't spoil it. No, I had it on the telly. I was trying to be live for the draw. But, you know, it is what it is. Pipe down. Pipe down. Pipe down. I'll accept no slander. Thank you very much. Have they done the draws? So the draws are Mansfield versus Port Vale, Ipswich versus Fulham, Manchester United versus Newcastle, Bournemouth Liverpool, Chelsea Blackburn, West Ham Arsenal, Everton Burnley, and Exeter versus Middlesbrough. I fancy our chances going forward, I must say. You'd be gone if I weren't happy right now. Oh, is that to Cameron? Is it? Oh my goodness me. We've won a game. We've won a game. We scored a goal. We scored a goal. My goodness. Let me get the old. There it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. It's Potch o'clock. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh my goodness me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome again. Keep on smashing the like button. Keep on subscribing and hitting the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. And as I said, Chelsea have Blackburn in the next round. I love you too, Cameron. Don't you worry. I don't think I need the red colour today, but we will get the gold for someone I did not expect. Someone I did not expect to be giving the gold to. We will go through it gradually. I'll let a few more people file in for these player ratings. It's good to be back, baby. Shameless. Absolutely shameless. I thought it was a good performance all around, to be honest with you. I've got absolutely no complaints. I think if I had to complain, it would be the likes of Leslie Ugachukwu, who, let's be honest, probably the occasion got to him a little bit. I think he got a little bit shaky here and there. But other than that, I can't really blame anyone for a bad performance. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not so sure. We won't be doing substitutes because I feel like no one really got involved other than Armando Broja, who should have been onside. He was onside. He was clear on goal, if not for that blatant cheat as a linesman who gave, you know, for some reason offside, even though he was still in his own half. Let's be honest. Sanchez. Let me go. Sanchez. I think we can warrant a 7 for Sanchez. I think we really can. He is by no means the. That is a really big 7. And that's not the right font either. We'll go to Lemon Bold. Excuse me. But we'll go for a 7 for Sanchez. Actually, I might be smoking the old reefer at that point. I think a 7 might actually be a bit high. I think a 5, to be honest with you, because he was stinky for the most of the game. First half was shaky, to say the least. He had a howler. I am very much open to discussion when it comes to Sanchez. I might be ahead of myself. I might be a little bit too dazed by the fact that we actually won a game. So I'm going to start the bidding at 5. I'm actually going to go straight into it with a poll, to be honest with you. Because, as you can tell, I am a little bit dazed as to the fact that we have actually won a game. Highs of 6.5 and a low of 5. Get your votes in the comments, in the poll, and in the meantime, please do smash the fuck out of the like button because, again, it's Potter Club. Come on. Shameless. Absolutely shameless. But again, get your votes in. Let me know how you think Sanchez did. I did give him a 7 to start with, and I do agree that that is very high for him because I'll be honest, I completely forgot the first half, and he was shambolic, to say the least, in that first half. He really was. He really was. If you want to guarantee your comment is read out loud, by all means, use the super chat. If you want to become a member of the channel, and have a chance at joining in with future gaming streams. There is one on Friday. We're going to be having a 3-hour gaming stream with some Fall Guys. We're going to have some EAFC 24. We might have some pro clubs. We might have some Ultimate Team head-to-head with me and, against you. Maybe some seasons. Who knows? But let's get active on the old, the members and all that sort of stuff. But again, clean sheet gets him the 5. 5 does win it with 26 votes. So Sanchez with a 5. We'll leave Cucurella because for me, man of the match performance from Cucurella. And did you ever think you'd hear me say that? Did you ever think you'd ever hear me utter the words Cucurella, man of the match? I don't think you ever did. Disassi. I don't know. I'm unsure. I really am unsure as to what to give Disassi. I think, so the first vote I've seen is a 5. You must be on the weed. I do not partake in the reefer, thank you very much, but I can see why it might come across that way. We've seen lows of 5 and highs of 6. So, again, Disassi, I'm going to go to the votes with this. 5. Oh. 5.5. 6. And 6.5. We'll go to the votes. Again, keep hitting the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will say this. Defensively, we looked all right. I'd say defensively, we looked all right. We really did look decent. And is that because of a lack of Thiago Silva? I don't want to start pointing fingers. I really don't want to start pointing fingers because I am a massive Thiago Silva fan. So it could be early days to be pointing those fingers. I do think Thiago Silva should rightfully start over the likes of Axel Disassi. But all the same, we looked all right. We did look all right in defence. They never really looked like they were going to score, to be honest with you. They had their moments when they got to the byline. But apart from that, I think we looked pretty secure. We did really, we looked very secure. We've gone for a 6 for Disasi. Again, that is the poll vote. I probably would go for a 5.5 myself. Silver restricts our mobility, says KG. I do not disagree. I do not disagree. Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill, I think probably, and by no stretch of the imagination, by no surprise to anyone, do I believe that Colwill had probably the best performance he has had in a Chelsea shirt so far this season. And what a surprise. What a surprise. It's come with him as a centre-back. I'm going to start at a 7.5 for him. I really am. I'll on the poll, I'll put a 7. But then we'll go up. If you want to go up upwards of a 7, you're more than welcome to vote so. But quite frankly, I was impressed. I was very impressed, to say the least. I thought Colwell looked really, really good today. Really good passing. As Deli has said, Deli Gangster has said, 7 in my opinion. Juicy passes. Very juicy. I think he looked fantastic. I think he looked really good. I think he looked like the real deal, the real McCoy. And I think this could be the start of something new, the start of something of more to come, given the fact that he is in his rightful position. He is not a left back. Get that in your skull. He is not a left back. And lo and behold, the first time he plays as a centre-back for Chelsea, from my recollection anyway, he was absolutely fantastic. 7 seems to be winning by quite some margin, so we will drop him from 7.5 to a 7. And we will go on to Benjamin Chilwell, who... probably 6.5 to start with. 6.5 to start with, I'll say, is the as the beginning biddings. A 6.5. I think I might be going 0.5 higher than everyone else so far in the chat. We'll start at 6. 6.5. 7. And 7.5. Get your votes in. The poll is up now. Keep on voting. Keep on liking. Please do. Keep smashing the like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes on this stream, as we have hit that every single time so far this season. And we finally won a game. So it's only right that we get the likes up to reflect that kind of result. I can see a 6 is leading the pack so far. I'm not sure if that is the hate that goes towards Benjamin Chilwell, or if that is a reflective of his performance. I can't say he had a very standout performance, and I after the stream I just had with Alex and Mod on the byline, it seems that my definition of standout performance is different to that of Alex. No votes. He doesn't deserve a 4. Well, I think that's harsh to say he deserves a 4. I think it's hard. I think it's harsh to say anyone deserves a 4 on this side in this performance. It was all right. Yeah, I won't say it wasn't a standout performance at all. Cucurella, go on then. We'll go with Cucurella. I've seen a few people now, since I've mentioned that Cucurella had a really good performance, say that he wasn't actually a good player for today. I do think Chilwell came off injured. I'm going to start off with an 8. I really am. I really am going to start off with an 8. And that is, if you know me, you know I do not like Cucurella. You know I do not. I'm not a fan of Cucurella as a player. However, hello Luke, how's it going? Up the Chelsea. You know me. You know I'm going to start it off as a 7, though. So that there are people, if you do not like Cucurella, that you can vote otherwise, or for whatever reason, you can vote under 7.5. There was no way he's under a 7. 8. And 8.5. So there we go. Cucurella in the poll as we speak. 7, 7.5, 8, or 8.5. He is the man of the match for me. However, it remains to be seen. We'll see where we go with the votes. And I must have been asleep. I reckon you were. Again, I cannot iterate enough how much I do not rate Cucurella as a player. I think he's a massively overrated player. However, I must say, I thought he was fantastic today. He still made some mistakes. So did everyone. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just saying it how it is. I was really impressed by him today. And look at that. The overwhelming result is an 8.5. So I was actually underestimating his performance. He gets an 8.5. And as of right now, he is the man of the match. So here's how we stand so far. Nearly 100 of you in the chat right now. Again, please do hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Chelsea have Blackburn in the next round of the Carabao Cup. Let me know how you think about, or what you think about that in the chat. And we will move on to Leslie Ugachukwu, who I will start off with. Looking at it now, I feel quite harsh on Sanchez giving him a 5, you know. But I do think it is warranted. I do think it is warranted. We'll start with a 5 for Leslie. But I do think he was a lot better in the second half. In fact, I'll start with a 6. I will say, first half, really shockingly bad. Like, absolutely terribly bad. But he did improve. So we'll start with a 6. No. We'll start with a 5.5. 6. Start with a 5? Okay, start with a 5. 5.5. Yeah, he's not over a 7, is he? 6. 6.5. Leslie Ugachukwu. Poll is in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. I've started him on a 6, but we've got the poll starting on a 5. I do not believe he was any more than a 6.5, so that would be pushing it, in my opinion. 5 and 6, neck and neck at the moment. Get your votes in. Every vote counts. But I do think 6 has won there. I think that's pushing it a little bit. But on the low end, I think that's fair. I think that's very fair, to be honest with you. Moises Caicedo, I thought, had a very good game. Arguably the best performance he's had. Sorry. The best performance he has had in a Chelsea shirt so far to date. A lot of you seem to disagree. Michael and Brian seem to have given him a 4 and a 5. But from what I've seen, a 6, a 7, a 7, a 7.5. We'll start with... I'm going to give him a 7. I think he warrants a 7. But in the poll, I am going to start with a 6.5. No. A 6. A 6. 6.5. 7. 7.5. In the chat. Again, we're on 50 likes. We're on 100 people in the chat. Please do keep on hitting the like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes. That would be massively appreciated. And subscribers, I think we are on 6,340. If we could somehow get to 6,350, that's just 10 more people to subscribe. That would be massively appreciated as well. And if I'm not mistaken, 7 is running away with it. It could also be a 7.5. It's very close, but we'll end the voting there, and it does end on a 7. Ian Maatsen up next to the stand. A lot of people will have varying opinions on how he did. I feel like with Ian Maatsen, he was here and there. He was here and there. 6.5 is a good baseline to start off. I could start him off as at 6. I do not believe. In fact, I'm going to start him off at 6.5. He was no way was he worse than Leslie. He was not worse than Leslie Ugochukwu. He was not. There's no chance. There's no chance. I feel like he was here and there. And I feel like when he did get involved, he was decent. He was decent. I feel like lack of game time might have played a point in the fact that he might have been bad at points, if that makes sense. Always shows great energy and enthusiasm, yeah. He went missing. Hexley, I do not disagree with you there. I feel, like I say, I back what I'm saying when I say he was not instrumental too much in the game. I don't think he was... I do not feel like he was like massively involved. That said, when he did have control of the ball, I feel like he was decent. I feel like he was decent. So we'll start at 6. We'll start at 6. In fact, no, we'll start at 6. I'm going to give him 3 options. I don't think he was more than a 7. I don't think he was more than a 7. So we'll go 6, 6.5, and 7 for Ian Maatsen. I don't think he was warranting a 7.5, and I don't think he was warranting a 5.5. Let's be fucking honest here. 53 likes. Let's keep the likes going up. Run the likes up. Let's get it to at least 75 whilst we're live. And then, fingers crossed, let's hope. Let's hope. Ladies and gentlemen, Potter Clock brings in the numbers. It's Potter Clock! There we go. Smash the like button for Potter Clock. And with that said, 6.5 is the winning vote. We're into the final 3 players. Honourable mention does go to, of course, Armando Broja, who was only on for a couple of minutes. He really was unlucky to have been given offside in that movement. I don't quite believe that he should have been given offside in that chance. Let me just turn my... There we go. I do not believe he was... Well, I can say I don't believe he was offside. He was not offside. He was in our own half, for Christ's sake. So, with that said, Armando Broja, I feel, was very unlucky. He was robbed. He was robbed. He absolutely was. Pros and cons of VAR, exactly. I think we're going to start with Mikhailo Mudryk. I think we'll start with Mudryk. I think 6, or am I being a bit deluded here? Am I being an 8? 7? All right, we'll go up to a 6.5 then in that case. 8. I'm struggling to see where the 8s are coming from. I must be honest. I must be very honest with you. He was all right. It was just a very Mudryk performance for me, and then in the best way possible as well. I don't think he had a bad game, to say the least. I really do not think he had a bad game. But I don't think he had an amazing game. I really do not think he had an amazing game. Jackson robbed him of an assist. He did. Anto, I don't know where your ratings come from, mate. I love you, Anto, but an 8 for Mudryk is outrageous. That is outrageous. We'll put it to the test. I'll start him off, and I want you guys to be as honest as possible. Start him as a 6.5, 7, and I'm really giving him the benefit of the doubt here. He was by no means the best player on the pitch. Let's be fucking honest here. He was not. But I'm going to give him really much the benefit of the doubt. 6.5 is the bottom I will go. And I think, honestly, I could... If someone said a 6 or a 6.5, I could see that. But if they said 7 or 7.5, I could understand that as well, to be honest with you. So 7. We'll go with a 7. I think that is warranted. That is more than warranted. Next up, we will go with... See, this is a tricky one because a lot of places are voting that Jackson is higher, had a higher rating than Cole Palmer. And I completely, wholeheartedly disagree. But we will go with Jackson to start with. He won us the game. He did win us the game. I'll start at 7. I will start at 7, but he had some absolutely shambolic plays throughout this game. He really did. There were some moments that Jackson just made me think, like, what's going on here? What's going on? I was a bit confused. Do you know what I mean? 6. See, this is what I mean. You guys are... No, I wouldn't say you're underrating him, but you're going lower than I expected you to. He did score the winning goal, and so for that, I refuse to give him lower than Mudryk. I 100%. It wasn't his best game. He has not had a good game for Chelsea so far. He really hasn't. That said, I will not give him, out of principle, I will not give him a lower rating than Mudryk. I will not. I refuse. So, for that reason, because he scored the goal, and it was a really good goal as well, we'll do 7 and 7.5. He was very frustrating, but purely because he has finally given us a goal. I cannot in good conscience give him less than Mudryk. I cannot do it. I'll give him easily the same, and I see the votes going up massively in favour of 7. 65 likes on the stream. There's 130 of you bastards in the stream. Please do keep on liking. It helps me out a great deal. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Let's try and get to at least 75 likes on the live stream. And 7 as 1. So I'll give 7 for Jackson. I do think Palmer was better. That said, I do think the second one wasn't offside. You're right. Zoom out. There's the ratings so far. And we're going to go Palmer next, and then we'll zoom out for one last time. Palmer, 7.5 for me, minimum. Palmer can steal the man of the match here. He really can. I'll start at a 7. This is all up to you. And in order to give him man of the match, I will make it not an 8.5, but I've given the potential for an 8.6, which if 8.6 wins the votes, he will be the man of the match. So Cucurella is currently man of the match with 8.5. If Palmer gets an 8.6, he will be, by default, man of the match. What is an 8.6? It's higher than an 8.5, I'll tell you that. 40 votes. It's close. It is close. So an honourable mention. A really good performance from Cole Palmer. He gets the 8. And there is your player ratings for this match. Finally, Chelsea have won a game in September. They've finally won, and it is with the only goal from September as well. And it does come by the way of Nicholas Jackson from a Cole Palmer nutmeg. I like you, Harry, but Cucurella getting brownie points of riling the crowd up for me. Cucurella, my goat. Cucurella got man of the match. That's why he's in the gold. 75 likes on the stream. There's 127 of you. Please smash the likes. Run the likes up. Let's try and get to 100. That's 26 of you out of the 120 or so of you in the chat. Again, to reiterate, Chelsea have got Blackburn in the next game. When will that be? I need to see. Carabao Cup draw. It'll be the 31st of October, if I'm not mistaken. And we're coming down. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're in the round of 16 right now. We're in the round of 16 for these games. We're doing well. Again, it's Manchester United versus Newcastle, Bournemouth versus Liverpool, West Ham versus Arsenal, Exeter versus Middlesbrough, Everton versus Burnley, Mansfield Town versus Port Vale, Ipswich Town versus Fulham, and Chelsea versus Blackburn Rovers. Again, might I remind you, it's fucking Potter Clock. Run the lights up! Boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a pleasure as always. We'll be back on Monday for the next player ratings. And yeah, we've got a 3-hour gaming stream on Friday here on this channel from 6 p.m. UK time to 9 p.m. UK time. Where you can play with me on Fall Guys, EAFC 24, and a host of other games. You can also see me shit myself playing Poppy Playtime. If you don't know, you will know soon. But with that said, boys and girls, keep smashing the like button. Try and get me to 100 likes. And with that said, my name is Harry, out the Chelsea. Peace. Stay safe. I love you all. All the best. We've finally won a game. And one last time, it's Potter Clock, baby. Come on. See you later. Stay safe. All the best. Goodbye.